searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming.
Hoe sit julle piesangdiere, julle hoender holle? How's it? Let's hope it's going on. The light is green over there. Oh, it's such a mission. Simply because I actually put a UPS on the router. And then there's also another box which is connected to the wall. So you got to, hey, it's finigly, man, finigly, I tell you. Any case, let's start again. Hope you guys have an awesome 2022. I had a lekker holiday and I hope you guys had a nice rest. And then of all the juices which I received, I'm going to tell you now the juices which you can try. Lekker. Kyk is die manne nou in die chat. Yeah, no, I think everything's good now. Seems like the frames per second is hunky-dory. It's all on green, so everything should be good. But to cut a long story short, you gotta try these juices, alright? Not as much the raspberry, except if you like raspberry. But I'm not a big raspberry fan, but geez, like this is such good juices. Oh my word. All of these Vapology juices. And then the special, which is really nice, is this series. This passion series. In case you missed it just now, all of them is a passion fruit with a fruit. Do give this a try. As I said, at the vape they are sold out, but the one is a passion fruit and nachi, lekker op 5 plekke. The other one's a passion fruit and lychee, which is probably one of the nicest lychees I've tested up until this point. Very nice. And as I said, the third one is the mango. Now obviously if you love mango, you're going to love this. It is absolutely. I'm not sure what passion fruit they're using, but they're nailing this passion fruit. The passion fruit is awesome. And then this Caribbean range, as I said, the Caribbean one which I really like, the only one which I really like, the melon is nice. The melon is nice, but it's not something which is all the vape for me. I actually thought this island one I'm going to enjoy because there's pineapples and oranges and mangoes and grenadillas or passion fruits on there. But this lemonade, not that much of a fan. The peach lemonade, also not much that of a fan. But the one which I awesome, really like, is the kiwi. This ook. Hierdie ou stikkend lekker. Hy's stikkend lekker. And then what Vapology is also busy with, I'm not sure if they actually released it though, but it's a bubblegum range. He's a moose klomp bubblegumpies hier. Now my wife's got the one which I reckon is the nicest out of all of them, and that's the strawberry bubblegum. But it's called Gumbles. Gumble. But yeah, definitely give it the two which I like the most is the grape. It's a very nice grape. For you oaks that grew up with those purple bubaloos, it's a grape which you get out of this. Their wicks is very accurate. Their spearmint is very accurate. So if you like those kind of things, the only one which I don't like out of these bananas is, out of these bubblegums, is the banana bubblegum. So yeah, I'm not much of a fancy of this guy, but all the rest is spot on. They're spot on. So if you like spearmint, you're going to love the spearmint. If you like strawberry, you're going to love the strawberry. The only thing which I noticed is that I think the strawberry and the thing is, it's got a bit of ice with it as well. And here's this one also hiding. This is the black currant. Here mense, die goed is lekker hoor. Hier is nom nom. Ek gaan nou daar so by die chat lees. And then I'm just quickly going to take you through my buffet again. And I'm not even a black currant fan, but this with a passion fruit, come check out. So vape, all sold out. I'm telling you now, these are good juices. They're very good juices. And then they also sent me this one along because they know I like the lime slushy. Now I can tell you now, I think the one shots of the original one is the one shots which I use in Blimey. I'm not sure, but I think so. But they have changed it, which worries me a bit though. Because although this one's also very nice, I prefer the previous one. I do, because it's got a more of a slushiness to it though. But this one has got more of a candy sweetness to it though, if I can put it this way, a lime candy sweetness. But it's also very good, absolutely. So in any case, that's the juices though. And then I also ordered a few juices from Vapor Baker, but he had a bit of a problem with his labels, because I would have loved testing that though. There's people that I've seen actually looking for the cream soda milkshake or the cream soda float, and that's one of those which I actually ordered to test as well. And I think I also ordered the strawberry one, and I also ordered a tobacco MTL, which I've also tested on. But in any case, so quickly running through this, Extra 1.4 on the single 21700 jelly box, dual 18650 with the Arbiter 2 on top of there. I've still got my V-Guard running Arbiter 2 on there as well. And then I've got the intake from Mike Vapes MTL, but as I said, I think this MTL RTA, the intake, has got super flavor and a super nice draw for MTL, but I think it's more geared toward tobaccos. I've currently got a fruit in there, and I've got better fruit results from my other MTLs, put it that way. And then I've got the small little Asgard, and I've got the large Asgard as well for my juice testing. This guy and this guy, these were my Strasby setups, which I took to Strasby, which I vaped the crap out of, I'm telling you now. But in any case, let's quickly check what's in chat over there. I don't want to talk a lot of crap. Is dit nou reg? Klink reg? Fine so ver. Thanks Ficus, Cool Beans. Nico Libbe, gaan ons weer probeer. Ons het weer probeer. Third time lucky. Kelvin, your charger is still at the back over there. I think you can see it there. You must come collect your charger some other time. Morning Phyllis, yes, Fee, looking promising. Third time lucky. I hope so. Arihanto's in the house. It's lekker to have you in the house, Arihanto. My chummy. I hope you get your package tomorrow so you can wear a little Kaiser kepi to protect you against the bad UVs of the sun, eh? But yeah, no, I think you're going to like that, especially the t-shirt. T-shirt's got a great feel to it though. And then this little cap which I'm wearing at the moment. There's only 2 people who's got this cap currently in South Africa. I'm one of them, and Kevin Long is the other bloke. But the good news is I'm getting 8 of them made. 3 of them is already done. There's another 5 in the process. They will probably go to, I'm not going to sell them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give them. I'm going to give them to you, Oaks. Only once you hit that 1 year. When you hit the 1 year, you're going to earn one of these guys. Embroidered, super nice cap. Alright, all you have to do is pay for shipping. That's all. Then I'm going to send you this little cap on the house. So, which means that Kelvin has earned himself one, Tennis Mulder has earned himself one, and I think Ilandre Delport has earned himself one, because they are all cases, which means that they have supported this channel for a year. So, and I think it's also been nice to know that when you see an oak with this kepi somewhere in a shopping center, then you know that oak is a die-hard winged fan. He contributed for a whole year, maybe longer, I don't know, but at least a year. He was continuous, and that's awesome. So in any case, dis die titel wat ons gooi. Die titel is what's it, is 2022 going to be better on vaping? I think so. There's people that don't think so. My guest for next Thursday evening does not think so. I tried getting guests, but because I came back the 4th, it was a bit difficult finding a guest on such short notice. So I contacted 3 people, but they said not now, at a later stage. So one of them is going to be next Thursday evening's bloke, which is Maurits Kutsia. So Maurits is going to talk to us about all kind of vape politics and his CBD and his THC products, which is actually brought in there. It's very interesting, the stuff which Maurits has, the reason why he left Courier Guy and shifted on, all those kind of things. So yeah, whether you agree or disagree, doesn't matter. Derek's going to talk off his heart next Thursday evening. So yeah, Fee's here. Fee, thank you very much. Also joining Jurgen Strydom. Jurgens, jou suigstokkie staan hier langs my. And by the way, inside this, Jurgens has sent me this along, which is awesome, because now my wife has got 2. Now she doesn't have to wait for the one to charge finish, because she loves it. She loves this thing dearly. So I told Jurgens in the middle of the month I'm going to order another one of these things just as a backup. But this one's got caramello inside of it. Makadesh, it's so nice. The Miso Pro. And yeah, I've still got the small Miso in any case though. Still got the small Miso. So yeah, getting back to the 2022, but I'll actually chat about it in one of the pictures which I'll show in my slideshow. Then we'll chat more about the 22. And you guys can also give your thoughts about what do you see the direction of vaping going into. I'm sure a lot of you blokes have heard or seen a few of the articles popping up within the last week about the taxes and the regulation which they actually want to put on the vaping industry in South Africa. So yeah, maybe you guys have got a bit more information than me, better perspective. So give your opinion inside the chat. Don't hold back. Praat 'n bietjie met ons, né? Praat 'n bietjie. So yes, Jurgens, thank you very much. Comforts 2022 hasn't been kind to the Winged video stream. It's Vumatel. The Vumatel is the bastards behind tonight's lagging. So in any case, but yeah, it's just weird. Why do you occasionally have to go and reset the router for the line to function properly again? My copy is te klein. I thought fiber was the bits. Everything always works great, but apparently not. Wag, ek vergeet om te vape nie. Okay, Nicola says it like goed. There is feast celebrations all along the way, and there's still inside the house. Shoo, kykie Easter. Vos Reineke, hello mense, there's Vos. I'm going to show you a nice picture of Vos as well tonight. Vos is doing something special this weekend. I'm going to show you that. AKS going like a Boeing, thank you very much over there. Rus, wat is dit? Jurgens rus elke dag. Jurgens weet nie meer wat rus is, so baie rus hy. Monefili is lekker op 5 plekke. Hopefully we get our tune soon, but I'll speak to Vos this weekend. I know he talked about it needs a bit of studio time still, but yeah, he is working on it, most definitely. Lekker op 5 plekke. I can't wait to use that tune as an intro. I think that was the problem behind this stream that was so laggy in the beginning, because he was looking for that song and he didn't get it, so he decided and he messed around with my bit rates. True that. Shaal van die kerk, hello Shaal, lekker om jou ook in die huis te hê. Choma, ek hoop jy geniet ook jou presentjie. Dion Danhauser, hier's ons hier, lekker good one. Kelvin, I don't know what did Kelvin say again. Kelvin talk a bit of nonsense again. I'm coming for some sample testing. Come, Chomi, you must know you're always welcome. There's more than enough over here. More than enough. So yeah, now you can come and test. I'm still going to tell you straight away what you're going to like and what you're not going to like that much. But yeah, definitely worth a while. Hardus Fourie inside the house. How's it? Hardus is one of those for you oaks who do not know Mr. Hardus Fourie. He's one of those pioneers in the vaping hardware game in South Africa. He's one of but a little handful who has attempted and actually succeeded bringing out vaping gear. So yes, Hardus, it would be interesting if you just drop a little hint, or whether there's something in the pipeline, or whether you've retired from trying for the South African market. But it would be interesting to find out what you are doing these days. Delaray is ook hier so in die huis, lekker Delaray, cool beans. Timothy Victor, please like the button. Oh, it was so nice earlier when I watched. There was 4 people inside waiting and there was 4 likes. I had 100%. That's awesome. And I think the guy that gives me dislikes, he's on holiday at the moment, because the review of this guy has not received a dislike yet. But it will. I know he will come back from holiday soon and give me my traditional dislike. But yeah, dislike, lekker Hardus, lekker. You and Timothy, Henry Landsberg, ek is naby, nie ver agter nie, 6 maande om te gaan. Member for 11 months and 30 days. Ooh, Arianto's naby. I'm the only veteran inside chat. What about the tax that will be charged now? We'll talk about that though. Shaal, 2 maande om te gaan, amper daarso. Ek is ook hier, plesier meneer, good one, nee shit, ek het nog 3 maande oor om te gaan. Yeah, but it's a good thing, you guys can't all simultaneously. Because, I mean, if it's all simultaneously, it's going to cost too much, because the embroidered hats actually cost quite a bit to get them actually embroidered though. So it's a good thing not all of you simultaneously. But that will bankrupt me, absolutely. Yeah. There's Zahirika. What about the taxes? He's there. I'm a bit worried about the vape tax proposal. Cool beans. Okay, that we'll talk about a bit later as well. There's Muyahid Parayachi. Hey, such a lekker name. Thanks, Kaiser. We'll be in contact with you. Yeah, you do that. You do that, Tienus. And enjoy. You must tell your little daughter, kleindochter, né? Kleindochter. She must enjoy my Life Science channel. Especially if she's Afrikaans. She's going to learn a lot. I am a good, decent teacher. So she will learn a lot. Feel all worried. I'm worried about the impact of the regulation. Through that, to do it yourself. I think the only way which is really going to impact to do it yourself, maybe a bit more taxes, pricing on flavorings, things like that, but more so over the nicotine. I think they're going to tax the nicotine a bit harder than everything else. So if you're a low nic vapor, then it's not going to be that much of a problem. But the higher you go, I think the more. But if Kurt you is inside chat, he will be able to probably tell us exactly what we can expect. This should stock up nicotine. Let me just quickly get my slideshow to ready. My slideshow. And then after the slideshow, we will do the lucky spin for those people that have actually put down their names that want to participate in the lucky spin. And I will also show you what you're going to win a bit later. If you have not seen the price, just to whet those appetites a bit more though, to get things going. Okay, I just organize my things a bit better. Okay, let's quickly go over to the slideshow and let's talk about some of these things which I came across. The first one is this, and if you don't know this lady, I like this lady a lot. I like her a lot. She's called Asanda. I can't pronounce her name. It's Gcoyi. Kokoyi, but Asanda is a very nice name. She is the CEO of the Vapor Association in South Africa, I think is that. And I watched that. I think Charles van Niekerk sent me a clip where in some other news feed they interviewed her. And if you listen to this lady, she makes a lot of sense. This lady is so pro-vaping, it's scary. I love it. I love it. Because some of the questions that was posted to her though inside the newsfeed was apparently the negative impact the vaping products have on the youth. And she straight away said, but listen, actually if you can look at statistics, the vaping amongst youth are in a serious decline. But even if it is in an incline, it doesn't matter, then that should be regulated on its own. But you cannot punish the people, the adults that want to use vaping as a conversion method or conversion tool, transitional tool, to go into a healthier habit. You can't penalize those people just because these numb nuts at the bottom are not controlled. So yeah, and it's totally true what she says. And then when I actually spoke about the taxes, what the taxes would be, and the proposed taxes, she said, but they're not accepting it, though it is, the document that's been put forward is too simplistic. It doesn't cover a lot of the issues in vaping that needs to be covered. And she also said you cannot tax vaping based on what how it actually grew before COVID, because that's what the people want to do. She says you must also take into account these 2 years. So I like the way Asanda thinks. I'm glad she's on our side, and I hope that people, everyone backs this lady whenever it's needed to back her. She knows what's going on. So Asanda, dankie Choma. It's good. Okay, so there's the prize tonight for those people who are not members, who do not know what is going on. Kevin Long, one of our long-standing premium members, he has sponsored this, and I'll put it in the community tab, which members do see. They've got access to the community tabs, and then they have got a chance to actually decide whether they want to enter the spin for this thing. This is the Endura from Otofo with an Artemis, stainless steel Artemis, but that's going to be on the thing. And then look at that weird photo which I took. Now I can tell you now, there's a lot of people that's going to read something in that photo. Let's quickly see if you guys can see what I see in that photo. Kom ons check gou uit of julle dit kan sien. Kom ons gaan sommer hier lank na die lakke uit. And guys, okay, let's just open over there. And I'm not going to do that now. Kyk nou, hier kom Vos nou ewe skielik deur met huis in. Ooh! Julle ram. Julle ram, julle hoenders, wat wakker skrik jy op die einde. Any case, maar ek sal jou naam bysit vir ons. Beslis. So I just quickly want to see if anybody also can see something in that photo that looks a bit suspect. I don't know how that thing actually happens. I see the name Timothy. Can I please win Paul Jansen van Vieren for Wednesday? I don't know. I'm going to use a new spinner tonight. A new spinner which actually the wheel spins a lot longer. Yeah, Arianto, I also see a demon face. Basically skull situation. I also see that white, which you see. You can clearly see the nose with the eyes and then the teeth at the bottom over there. I can tell you now, there's a lot of people which is going to look at that photo and say, ooh, see there, Satan is behind all these Guy Fawkes works and stuff like that. Force Reineke synthetis. Yeah, no, Force, we know. I can put anything on here. You will always see titties, ne? That's what you will see. But I just thought it was an interesting photo. What I did is I did not put on the flash. And if you don't put on the flash and there's not enough light, the camera takes a bit longer though. And in that taking a bit longer, I forgot and I moved the camera. I moved it. And that's why you see that Dyson foot fakkel coming down on the left with the fireworks at the air, making all these funny tails. But I think that actually looks cool. There's old Vos. There's our celebrity. The man himself. The Reineke. Vos, maar jy moet 'n nuwe foto laat vat. Jy's mos al baie maarder as daai. Vos has actually lost weight. He's thin now. But I think he wouldn't be able to hold a guitar like that because he lost a lot of weight in his arms and a bit of power in his arms as well. So I think he's still using that photo just for the effect of it though. But if you're in the Cape Town area though, you want to take your sweet pie somewhere, there you've got it. The Palms, very nice place, on the Bottlery Road. And that's the road running basically from Kales River that joins up to the Malmesbury-Stellenbosch Road. But it's on that specific road, the Palms. Very nice atmosphere, the place. Vos kan net vir ons sê, hoe werk dit? Do you pay entrance fee? I know because you singing, the entrance fee is probably about R5, I think so. Or R2.50 it was last time. But maybe you're earning a bit more there. And whether it is a specific meals or you actually can order something from the menu, how exactly does it work? So yeah, that would be lekker. But that is Vos at the Palms Saturday. There's Mr. Herman Roykat. He dropped his ages, and when he looked down, that is what he actually saw. So the whole top portion of Where's My Ages, the whole top portion popped off. But that's why I said, if only they took the rubberizing of the original Ages, because the original Ages still kicks this one's ass, but it is more bulky because of the rubberizing. So yeah, but yeah, that's going to happen. So please do not purposely drop your thing, ne? He said he dropped it from the bed. Ek weet nie hoe hoog jou bed is en you probably had tiling floors, but so sorry about that. I hope you got it fixed. There's a picture which I saw Rob post on the forums though. The reason why I'm showing you the picture is because my juice is in that picture. No. The reason is because there's a all-in-one over there and it's not the billet box. Or is that the billet box? Here, ek kan nie eens meer onthou nie. There's just so many of these things. I don't know anymore. But I think that is the black Pulse, Vandy Vape Pulse all-in-one over there. And I mean, the people are raving about it. It's either you're going to love this thing or you're going to hate this thing. I fortunately am not that kind of vapor. I don't smoke these Boros and those kind of things. I just don't think they perform what these guys do. But if you're into that, more and more people actually says it is a very good option. It is a winner, that thing. So thank you very much, Rob, for posting that photo, and I'm glad you're still enjoying my juice. And if he's inside the house, Rob can actually tell us how much that thing is worth. I saw somebody post it on Facebook. I think the company which obviously makes it posted on Facebook. But that thing's name is the Minuta 21 Gold Bar, 24 karat Gold Bar, ne? And I think Calvin posted in the comments, he tagged Rob and he said, but listen Rob, you're probably going to get this thing. And Rob says it is slightly out of his price range. And if Rob says it's out of his price range, then Lord knows, I would love to find out what this thing is going to cost. I couldn't find it anywhere, the pricing on this though. So if anybody, Calvin, I see you in chat as well, Do you know what that thing's going to go for? It would be interesting to find out. So sê bietjie vir ons, moenie swak kom nie. And look at that little interesting bastard. Kyk hy dingetjie. That thing's also got a weird name. I'm going to tell you now when I come across this thing. It is... Here, waar is die ding nou? Ek dink ek het hom eers hierso mee nie. It is the ARX, the ARX DNA 60 by Tellus Mods. So yeah, if you always like the weird shapes, the thing is very small. It's very small, but as I said, it's only a DNA 60 over there. But yeah, cute little mod, quality little mod, I assume. And bottom right, you will actually see the buttons, what the buttons look like to adjust. But you don't see the screen on the outside because the screen is the top picture. You can see it's on the inside. But I thought it's a little interesting thing. Some of you might just like the fact that I show you this picture, show you this pic. Okay, and that's all I know about this thing. It's all most people know about this thing is the box. So if you were huge QP fans, especially a Fatality fan, they have done some changes to the Fatality. I think got the M25, I think, and they're bringing out a 30mm. But apparently it will be released in the middle of January, around the 14th, 15th. So yeah, you probably got to wait until then to actually see what this thing looks like. Or maybe you got a little scallum photo. You came across a special hidden secret Instagram group where that has actually got a picture of this thing on it, and you're willing to actually share it. Hey, after I see I don't have my top light on over here. It's probably because it is not plugged in. Let's plug in this little guy. Get some more light on this beautiful face of mine. There you go. Woo! There you go. There you go, man. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, then we've got the Hadron Mini. Just some nicer pictures of the Hadron Mini. But as I said, I'm a sucker for 21700 mods. As I said, I think they're absolutely great. They're always going to be nice and thin, easy in the hand. Great for MTL setups. And I think there's definitely a place for this Hadron Mini as well in the MTL world. Most certainly. And then there's this punky Rinko, the Rinko Jelly Box. Now this one's called the Rinko Jelly Box SE Pod. Okay, they're releasing the exact same colors. Now I don't know if you can remember the picture which I showed you previously of this transparent jelly boxy, this little square type of jobby which they released. But they released exactly the same colors because it's going to take exactly the same pods. So yeah. And there I've just included the cartridge in each of them now. So that is something which is also going to be out. And then we've got this little X-Frost Nano from Vaporessa, which is going to be released. You get a lanyard if you always wanted a lanyard and you're a big Vaporessa fan. That ook is for you. Must say I like the USB cable. That's nogal cool beans. And then we've got these punkies. Now this is the SXG class, but the version 2. Now on the right, I've got the previous one, the original G class, and you can see there's not much changes. They've taken away the screws. Also looks like the skeleton is one component there, and they've also removed the tags on the sides. That's not there, so it's got a more finished, sleeker look to it though. But yeah, buttons same, still that little knobby which you're going to use to rotate things though. It's going to take the same size atomizer on top of it. But I know that it is very popular. There's a lot of people that like it. I even had one of them, but I'm not a fan of that little knob. I'm not a fan. Although I know the next one is a mod which I really want, and it's got that little knobby as well. Check there. Hey, I mean, how can you not want that thing? As I said, it just looks like the other one, like the red one. Hy's so mooi. Hy's so mooi. So yeah, but I think you're not probably gonna worry about the knob, man. Once you've got your wattage where it is, you've got your settings where you want it, then it's not gonna be a problem. Then you can have it. But if for a 21700, MTL all the way, and that is the SX Mini SL class, the version 2. Okay, so that is that one over there, and then we've got this pie for all you Boro fans. It's EYN Boro Box by L Sig Art. L Sig Art. Yeah, the EYN Borrow Box by ESAG. Now it is not as wide as the billet box and is not as tall as the billet box. So this guy has been actually reduced. It's a bit fatter, but it's a lot smaller. It's a lot smaller in height and width, or depth, put it that way. Width, it's a bit thicker though. But yeah, there's something. The only problem is I think this guy's going to cost 360 euros or 390 euros, something like that. Ja, ek weet nie wie koop hierdie goeders nie. That battery door already not my scene. Luckily I don't like stuff like this though, so it's not going to keep me awake. Definitely not. And then we've got this little tank. This is called the Gamu RTA by Kogua Vape. Kogua. Koguo Vape. Okay, it's a 23mm RTA. I'm not sure, you don't find a lot about it, but it looks as if it's got airflow adjustment at the bottom, and it's also got adjustment on the side of this thing. Now I initially thought that the airflow adjustment also doubles up as a juice flow control, because there's little droplets which has been etched in on the side of this guy. It's got a little extension which increases it from a 2 milliliter capacity to a 3 milliliter capacity. But yeah, it reminds me a lot of the Steam Crave. When I saw this thing, I immediately thought Steam Crave, the MTL one. But anywho, so that's that. And then we've got this. Look how bright these oaks are there. If you don't tell me that is good, then I don't know. Absolutely. I mean, if you see on this package that they include everything for you to use this for 365 days, of course you're going to buy it. Of course you're not going to buy it. So I think that is an absolutely super idea, which these guys, Hell Vape, actually came up with. But this is the Dead Rabbit. It's a 25.5mm RTA, well, rebuildable mesh RTA. Might as well just call that that. But it's called the Dead Rabbit R Ultra Kit by Hell Vape. So yes, and I know there's people, I think, at the Vape Meet that said that they really like this tank. They really like it. They like the mesh on it. That produces very good flavor. So I think a lot of people is probably going to buy this specifically because you've got everything needed for you to be able to use this tank for a very long time. So kudos Hell Vape for coming up with this awesomeness, this lovely package of yours. I think that is good. Okay, and that is the slideshow which I actually wanted to show you. Let's quickly go to chat and see what is going on, and then I'll just, while you guys are over there, let's close this chat over there. Ons kyk gou hierso. Free order from the menu. So Foss says it's for free. There you go. So the food is also for free. So everything is for free at the Palms tomorrow evening. I assume everything is on Foss, or he's going to clean dishes up until the next morning, but you can go and order whatever you want. Nice times. Lekker Foss. Now the entrance will be free, but obviously you're going to pay for your whatever you've got on the menu or the drinks. So that's that. I want to try it. We'll find out. Can't wait for my pulse. I think Jurgens is also getting in pulses, so hang 10 now. He will probably get his this week though, at the latest probably next week, I'm sure of that though. Yeah, I also like the Hadron Mini's look fee. It's nice and clean look. I like that. 390, I know, they're ridiculous. 32 watching, only 23 likes. Jeez, like it. Delaray Stein, my lighted fee. Okay, so while you guys are probably typing in there, let's just get to this page, this bookmark, and add old Fossie's name over here. Where the hell is that bookmark now? There's it. Before you think I do not have control. Of course I've got control, man. Okay, let's put in Vos Reineke. Vos Reineke. Ek kan nie onthou of dit met 'n CK is nie, Vos. I think it's only in K. Okay, let's add that over there. Add. There's Voss's name is in. So before your numbnuts, let's go to this page so you can actually see what is going on. I'm trying this guy because the other one Mos gooi mense weird stuff. And took my mouse away, which I didn't like. Okay, and then I'm just going to adjust it slightly. Pull this guy slightly down like that. And there we go. This should do the trick. Okay, I'm just quickly going to run through all the names which is inside that. Look at that. Ooh, the spin. The spin. But yeah, from the top, the people that have indicated, there's Glock 82, Anton Visser, Dion Danhauser, Henry Landsberg, Tennis Mulder, Kelvin van der Merwe, Marius Harris. By the way, Marius, dankie dat jy gejoin het. Sean Meyer, Zach Damon, Ilandre Dalport, Jacob Veldhuis, Shaal van Niekerk, Morney Phillies, Celius Retief, Ficus Pretorius, Arianto, Delaray Stein, Warren Dean, Jason Engelberg, Fish Vapes en Vos Reineke. Julle is allemaal in die village. Nee, julle is allemaal daar so. Let's just quickly just check if everyone's happy over there. Let's check the chat to see whether I must still include anyone. Okay, everyone's good. No one says that. I'm skipping the Dead Rabbit R and going for the Cremolda 2. It's Subham as a rebuildable mesh coil like the Dead Rabbit R and PNP systems, okay? Yeah, that's 7,000 rand. 7,000 is a lot of money. That is absolutely crazy. Okay, so what I will traditionally do, is I shuffle it 3 times, just want to make sure if it's the screen which you guys are seeing. Absolutely. There I am. Yes. So I will shuffle this 3 times. Just want to see where the shuffle is. There it is. 1, 2, 3, and spin. Daar's hy. May the best man win. The best lady win. The best person win. Oh, Fish Vapes. Daar's hy. Fish Vapes, you have won yourself an M Dura and a Artemis. Well done, man. You lucky bastardo. So yeah, that is nice. So let's get this. I think that I like that spin a lot more. That spin is not giving me any issues. Not at all. So that is good stuff. That is good stuff. Okay, let's close that wheel over there. Okay, so all I'm going to do is inside Fish Vapes. I don't even know if you're in the chat over here. I must maybe do that next time. So that if you enter, not only must you be prepared to pay the 100 Rand shipping, but you have to be in chat that evening. Nee, do you guys agree with that? That's must not too much to ask. Alright. I think so. I think we must do that next time. But in any case, so I'm just going to post my phone number here, 796-2166. There you go. So yeah, just get in contact with me and I will forward Kevin Long's contact to you and you get in contact with him. So verstaan, dis 'n hele ding. Almal kom in contact met mekaar. There you go. There's Fish Vapes. Cool beans. So Fish Vapes, just WhatsApp me and I will forward you Kevin Long's number. And then you can just arrange with him though, pay him the 100 Rand and then he'll ship it off to you though. Cool beans. So congratulations over there. Another thing that bothered me, now that I'm drinking this drink. For all the Coke lovers out there. Now remember, this body of mine has had quite a lot of brandas and Coke behind him. I know what Coke tastes like. I know. To advertise something and says the original taste but less sugar. Definitely not. I don't know if you guys find it the same, but I don't. And what I actually did is I went on Take-A-Lot. Because on Take-A-Lot you can actually order Cokes in packets. I ordered 12 1-liter Cokes. But it's the original one. There's no less sugar and stuff over there. It's the original Coke. And if you put the two next to one another, of course there's a taste difference. Okay, there is a taste difference. So yeah, if they remove it totally from the market, Lord knows why they decided to do that. For Coca-Cola to all of a sudden become health conscious, I think the sugar ingredients inside Coke requires a lesser of a concern than most other things which are present inside Coca-Cola. So yeah, I still love that. I don't know if you guys saw where they interviewed Ronaldo, that soccer player, and somebody put a Coke in front of him, but you can see the guy put the Coca-Cola or shifts the Coke in front of him, and what he does is he just takes his hand and shifts the Coca-Cola out of the screen. And I mean, what the hell does Coke have to do with that sport? Except donate money, maybe to buy equipment or to sponsor them clothes and things like that. But don't think for one instant Coca-Cola is a good drink for an athlete. Definitely not. Alright, Nico says sugar taxes is the reason for that. The Coke's report miss nowadays. I'm not too much of a fan of that though. Only drink Coke if it's in brandy. Nom 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 nom. But I will drink it with brandy for sure. But for the record, I prefer the taste of the original one. The same reason why I prefer the taste of full cream milk above the skimmed milk. Hierdie afgeronde waterballas wat hulle wit gedaai het. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan. So in any case, guys, it is 12 minutes past. I know I owe you another 15 minutes or so, but we don't have a guest tonight, and you guys haven't even actually asked me any questions inside chat, huh? But yeah. One interesting thing is when we came back from Straights-by, my son stayed behind because he was actually invited to a party, and then he felt a bit sick. So that he was worried because, I mean, at Straights-by, I don't know if you guys went on holiday, but the people don't wear masks. Not at all. Whether they're on the beach or they're at the club, they don't wear masks. Okay, maybe if you go to the Kerk Bazaar and you go to town inside shopping, then you've got to wear it. But socializing, nooit. Nooit. So he was feeling bad. So he was a bit worried that he might have COVID because he DJ'd in the shed the evening of the 31st. And obviously there's a lot of people over there in close contact. No one is wearing masks, blah, blah, blah. So he went for a test. And he tested positive for the C. And then the doctor somehow subscribed him antibiotics, which was weird to me. I told him that doctor only did that because he's not going to make a lot of money. So he automatically popped onto this rapid test. But this rapid test is inaccurate. I'm telling you now, that kid does not have COVID. He's healthy already. He was just sick for 2 days. Not one of us that was in contact with this bloke, with my son, is sick. And we were a total of 9 people. I'm telling you now, he got the flu. That's all. And that rapid test basically probably tested for, if it's not for virus, it's for white blood cell count. I don't know. But he's die ou lekker. Hy wil sommer gaan golf speel het vandag. So I don't know, but I've got to say we have been vaccinated, and we have been using ivermectin as well, and we've been drinking our zinc tablets and our multivitamins as well, and I think that helped us a lot. Kom ons kyk gou wat gaan hier so aan. Homegrown distribution, I actually totally forgot. I thought I sent out all the packages, but then today I see it behind me, the 3 juices from Warzone and the lanyard, which homegrown distribution won. So I'm getting to contact. So if you're inside chat, wag, hier's 'n stuur. Holy shit nipple. The gold bar in this moment is the most expensive Stranger's Mod device because it's totally gold plated, 24 karat and engraved. The price exceeds 2,000 euros. 2,000 euros. Hulle moet dik gerook wees as hulle dink ek kan daai ding koop. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for that, Calvin. So there you go. At least we know that. Hy oom, daar's fout. Wou net hoor of oom al okay is. Hy oom, ek sal my ook add. Jammer, ek pla oom. Nee, ek weet nie waarvan wie praat hier so. But in any case, guys, that's that for the evening though. I hope, as I said, you guys had a lekker holiday though. I'm looking forward to this 2022. I don't think it's going to be as bad though. I think this Omicron is a bit of a blessing in disguise, though, with this wide array of mutations, which is going to allow your body to produce a lot more variety of proteins as antibodies and be able to fight off this bastard and just make it a normal flu virus and get things back to normal. Let's hope that's the case, though. Regarding the vaping scene, I don't doubt anything is going to happen this year, though. These discussions take extremely long. But yeah, they probably will have to regulate it. I mean, most things are regulated and the people need money. Remember, our guys, government wastes money, they steal money, they plunder money, they totally mismanage money. So they've got to get money from somewhere. And if they don't get it from vaping, they tax other things more, though, which I don't think is fair. So that is just my kant van die saak. Kom ons kyk hierso. Buffelsfontein cola, enjoy hom Coke and Strooiram. Cheers! Kaiser, check your WhatsApp. I've got that, buddy. The amount of sugar in those old ones way above the recommended level, so they had to decrease the sugar. There's quite a few things, I'm sure, in Coca-Cola which also needs to get out there. Nearly 1 liter in blikkies is the original Coke. Yeah, that's true. I saw that in Landro Delport. I couldn't find any 2 liters or 1.5s with that though. Ek sal hom double clutch vir jou, Kaiser. Do you know when is that G-Class Mini V2 you showed due for release? I phoned Moritz this morning, and hence I asked him to actually join the show as a guest next Thursday. He's going to find out for me, because I'm after that SL class though, and automatically I think these guys are going to be released at the same time. But they will come to South Africa, but maybe he will have more info next Thursday evening on that. Could you explain how different wattages affect the vaping experience? Well, I mean, the more the wattage, the more the heat, the more the evaporation. So yeah, and the more the evaporation, the more the droplets, the more the flavor. So I would reckon that is the situation there. But you got to have the right type of juice, the thickness of the juice for the right atomizer which you've actually got. You've got to think about the amount of cotton which you've got in there, because I mean, if you're heating up your coils too much though, you might damage your cotton on the inside there. You must check for hot spots though. That can also be a problem with the higher wattages. But yeah, MTL is normally lower wattage though, because you've got higher nicotine content and it's going to be too harsh on your throat to vapor at higher wattages. You're going to cough, it's not going to be liquor. So yeah, higher wattages is normally for your lower nic juices up. So there is definitely a role which it plays, your wattage. Have a great weekend everyone. Thanks Kaiser Night, lekker live. Thanks Kaiser, cheers all, cheers blokes. Have a good one. I'm going to sign off. I'm checking a Chinese lady that's doing bushcraft, believe it or not, that builds her own houses and all that kind of stuff inside the bush. And what I like about what she actually does, she videos for a few months and then she puts this whole thing together and puts it up on the internet. It's crazy how many subscribers she got, but she's a woman on her own and she's only got a little dog. Anna Bushcraft, go and check out that Chinese morsel. I don't bow a muso. She's going to build an oven tonight. I'm going to check that out. Bye-bye, Owens. Thank you very much for joining, and thank you very much for having patience and understanding regarding the streaming business here in South Africa. Cheers, julle. Waar's my extra? Kom ons kyk, mis my extra. Ooh! Extra after die live. Gaat hy nou.